is not for everyone. It's not. And that's okay. My content is not for everyone. Healing trauma and pain is not a race or overnight process. And I say that respectfully. To the genuine ones with no malicious intentions, I truly appreciate your time. I hope that you continue to find peace within, regardless to who gave up on you, overlooked you during your journey. You matter and you are worthy, and I say that respectfully. My content is not for everyone. Just because someone gave up on you, overlooked you, judged a book by its cover, threw spirit at you in a toxic way, made you feel like you wasn't worthy, they wanted you to live in fear. You matter and you are worthy. Continue to be patient with your process, and I say that respectfully, finding peace within, a better you. Never overlook you because someone tries to cause chaos and confusion in your life to disturb your peace. When you truly being true to you, regardless of what obstacles that was placed in front of you, you were supposed to lose you. My content is not for everyone. Never get discouraged because someone lacks self-confidence and they have self-esteem problems and you know how to be your authentic self with no malicious intentions. And they see that you can be yourself regardless of what journey you've been through. And you ain't trying to be like nobody else but you. True to you. Always be yourself, and I say that respectfully. My content is not for everyone. It's not. And that's okay. When you have self-love within you and you stand firm within yourself, regardless of who tries to kick you down, just because you continue to relate to you, never get discouraged because someone didn't know how to show up for you, let alone respect you. Never get lost in someone else's words. And I say that respectfully. Be mindful and wise when someone is placed in your life to respect you with no malicious intentions, and you sit there and take their kindness or weakness and you project it on them for them not to show up for themselves. You project it on them for them to be in a mental state of being their own worst enemy. But when God turns that around, all that energy that you dished out, someone truly understood self-reflecting and truly go within because they was truly being obedient. My content is not for everyone. It's not. Never get lost in someone else's words because you choose you to love you. You choose you to show up for you. And when God allows you to be in certain people's lives at the end of the day, certain individuals will never understand what a blessing looks like up close in person. But never reject yourself. And I say that respectfully because someone doesn't see your worth. God will always forever bless you, regardless of the circumstances at the end of the day. You can only be you. My content is not for everyone. It's not. They would never understand how you truly love yourself. Getting lost in someone else's words, nah. Chaos and confusion. They misunderstood the lesson. But you understood to stand up for yourself, to love yourself, to better yourself, regardless of the circumstances. I say this respectfully. It's because you tie your shoe differently. Never lose sight of day and believe in your faith because someone tries to discourage you. And I say that respectfully. You can only be yourself. You can't be nobody else but you. You know, when God gives you a plan and you truly believe in your faith, certain folks will never understand that. Hold on 1 second. You wasn't trying to cause chaos and confusion in nobody's life, let alone kick your neighbor down. Even when they try to antagonize you, disrespect you, make you feel like you wasn't worthy, they still would never understand why you truly faithfully choose you, not to overlook you. It's never a right or wrong answer. And I say this respectfully when it comes to truly loving yourself. As long as you show up for yourself. That may go over your head. No, it's the thought process for me, regardless of the circumstances. I just want to say this, because I realize a lot of people been seeing in me the evil eye. No, it's the thought process for me. One thing's for certain, two things for sure. When God closes one door in my life, I understood why the next door was open. And I understood why I chose me. And I understood that my neighbor wasn't going to respect me because I was my authentic self. I understood that that job opportunity wasn't for me. I understood that that relationship wasn't for me. I understood that I was supposed to be rejected going to this store. I understood that. Some people don't understand that. Some people understand chaos and confusion. Some people don't. They would never understand how you truly show up for you and you're your biggest cheerleader. People would disrespect you and say, oh, ain't nobody supporting you. And this doesn't have to do with a platform. This is everyday life. Because when you're real like popular loner, no he say, she say conversation at the end of the day can take away from what you actually endured and you experienced and your reality. And I say that respectfully. My content is not for everyone. When you truly the blessing to yourself, overlooking yourself, getting lost in your words, no, hold on one second. When you truly believe that, hold on one second. Thank you, God, for being patient with me. Thank you, God, for allowing me to see it other day. I didn't care about materialistic things. I just knew how to respect my neighbor, and that allowed me to find peace within, regardless of the chaos and confusion. Some people get lost in certain folks' words and conversations. But when you stand firm before yourself and you mean what you say what you mean, actions speak louder than words. When it comes to change and growth, to better yourself when it comes to your health. I couldn't get lost in someone's words because they didn't know how to treat me right. I couldn't get lost in someone's word when they tried to disturb my peace. I couldn't get lost in someone's words because they wanted me to live in fear. I couldn't get lost in someone's words because they wanted me to give up. They sat there and took notes on me, trying to be like me, take my creativity, but I still knew how to respect my neighbor, even when they tried to antagonize me, sending folks to gang stalk me right to left. If I put the name to your book at the end of the day, it must be you. No, it's the thought process. I didn't even say your name. But this is the type of stuff that happens every single day. How they sit there and say you slow, stupid, and retarded. But that was never the case. I just knew how to respect my neighbor. And God got a bigger, better blessing in store for me. Because God allows me to create. When God allows you to create, and you ain't got to use somebody else's ideas, when God allows you to create, they would never understand how you truly prosper. I don't have to kick my neighbor down. Good day, bad day, all misunderstanding day. And I say that respectfully. I respect my neighbor. Good day, bad day, all misunderstanding day, even when they have so much hate and animosity within them. Because I know how to be my authentic self. It's certain individuals that would never be able to walk a day in my shoes. The chaos and confusion. I don't care what that conversation allows you to believe when it came to me, when they misled you. Because it didn't come from me when I spoke to you, because you didn't approach me. That's what happens when chaos and confusion starts. When folks listen to he say, she say, hold on one second, the math damn sure wasn't adding up. You know, respect is always going to be a two-way street. And when someone antagonizes me because of my sexual orientation, yes, I'm going to speak up for myself. No, not because I'm emotionally unstable. No, not because I'm having an identity crisis. Because God is leading me my way, and I'm asking God for guidance when it comes to this conversation. And God shows me who my enemy is when I least expect it. My content is not for everyone. It's not. It's a how can you possibly believe in your faith when they try to kick you down, discourage you, make you feel like you're your worst enemy, when they don't want to see you smile. God shows up and pays attention. God shows up and shows you that you are worthy. Because when God is in the room, that chaos and confusion and misunderstanding, God is truly protecting you. The energy is different. Faith. You know, faith did not just start overnight. It was a process to believe in faith. And I say that respectfully. It was once upon a time I didn't believe in faith. And I say that respectfully. I didn't believe in faith because of the fact that I wasn't protected. I didn't believe in faith because people went against me to hurt me. And I didn't have to have malicious intentions. And I said, where's the faith at? Where's God at? When is God going to show up for me? And I had to realize I was only overlooking me. Because every step of the way, I realized every time that I was moving forward during my journey, it was one door closing for all the right reasons, and the next door was opening for the best self version of myself. Even with the chaos and confusion. Because God allowed me to see better days, allowing me to choose me. The energy is different. You know, they say, some people say money is the root of all evil. I say money is the root of all evil when you have malicious intentions. It's a big difference. Because God is a provider. And when God provides, they will never understand why you didn't dim your light. Regardless of how much spell work they throw at you, they try to energy harvest off of you. They darn sure can't steal your destiny. No, it's the thought process, you jackass. You can't take it. Even if you try hard, you still can't be me. And I say that respectfully. Because God is not manipulation. God is not for sale. And God has never been for sale. My content is not for everybody. It's how can you believe in your dreams truly coming true? Action spoke louder than words. It had to be true to me to understand and come out my comfort zone to realize I am worthy. Not to dim my light, but to truly understand my faith to treat me right. Understanding true self-awareness I couldn't lack. I had to find peace within a better me. I understood some days would be better than some, but I knew God was guiding me when I least expected. One door closed for all the right reasons. My past don't live in my reality today. When it comes to the confusion and chaos and depression, and I say that respectfully, when folks said you stupid, slow, and fucking retarded. Hold on 1 second! What do you say? Oh my gosh. This type of stuff happens every single day when you least expect it. It's how can you possibly be a child of God? How? Because of your sexual orientation. God is not watching over you. God is not protecting you. God is not showing up for you. Oh, it's a whole lot of stuff I haven't expressed it yet. It is only the beginning. Only if you truly knew, you would truly respect me. My content is not for everybody. I don't worship the devil and I don't play with sport in a toxic way. And I say that respectfully. They wanted you to lose sight when it came to your confidence. But you kept showing up every single day when they wanted you to leave the face of earth. When they had so much to say. Chaos and confusion. Misunderstood. Trauma and pain. It was truly one-sided when it came to their vision. But you truly believed in your faith. It truly wasn't a mistake. Because God allowed you to see another day. And they would never understand how God truly picks you up every single day to show you that you truly are worthy of choosing you. Wow. Allowing yourself to choose you. Yes, you have a beautiful smile. Yes, you are handsome. Yes, you are beautiful. They try to disturb your peace, to discourage you, shortchange you. But God truly chose you. They would never understand how you didn't overlook you. It was a plan that God truly had. That one-on-one mindset at the end of the day. That God allowed you to see the vision. And it wasn't lacking love. Self-love was the best thing that you chose. That's why they misunderstood you, regardless of your sexual orientation. My content is not for everyone. It's not. And that's okay. They say, what's a proper way to pray? It's never a proper way to pray. Just pray. Just believe in your faith. And don't get lost in your words. Because God works in mysterious ways. Even when the outside world try to discourage you, and you're willing and able to choose you. My content is not for everyone. It's not. Love was a challenge. Loving yourself, getting lost in your own words, only to realize you was willing to better yourself, understand your health. Energy is different. Chaos and confusion, misled, misunderstood. But you couldn't reject yourself another day, asking God for order when it come to your life. And God was truly willing to treat you right, showing that you are worthy to choose you another day. Because God allowed you to see another day. Because God never dimmed your light. You matter, you're worthy. My content is not for everybody. They say that you're the devil's child because you curse. You're a witch. But that was never the case. Never the case. All because you know how to be your authentic self. Understanding your own dictionary when it came to your self-love. Not getting caught up in someone's misunderstanding words because they judge you that day. Things would never be the same because God was truly guiding your way. Not to get discouraged when you truly are worthy, especially when you got malicious intentions. The energy is different. They sit there and say that you don't make no sense, but that's not the case. I love me to acknowledge me. I love me to choose me. Thank you, God, for being patient with me, to truly allow me to see that you can love me. My content is not for everyone. It's not. The greatest love that you can ever give yourself. They would never understand how you can get lost in your words. When they wanted you to live in fear, they even want you to see another day. But God truly showed up for you in the most healthiest way. The energy is different. You're being patient with time and change and growth. They would never understand why you didn't get discouraged. It was days when you could barely see, let alone understand your own words. You pray for days like this to find yourself, to love yourself, to hold on 1 second. I truly choose me when they gave up on me, overlooked me during my journey. Energy is different. Confirmation. See how chaos and confusion will make you feel like you're being misled? But God is truly leading you to who you truly are, to become your best self vision of yourself. Because His actions speak louder than words, allowing you to love yourself. Healing trauma and pain is not an overnight process, but understanding that, hold on one second, God is truly guiding me my way when I least expect it, not to dim my light. Every single day you are thanking God with no malicious intentions. Thanking God every single day for giving you life, for giving you the strength. Because it was days at the end of the day, they would never understand how you didn't make it that day. You wasn't supposed to make it. You wasn't supposed to make it. Not only wasn't you supposed to make it, you have folks coming in and out of your life, trying to disturb your peace, not to treat you right. Some folks dealt with different situations like being food poisoning, spell work being thrown at them right to left. They were supposed to become their own worst enemy, lost in their own words. But that was only the enemy talking. When you least expected, God was truly in the room. And that was truly a rejection. Because God was truly rejecting that person, the enemy at the end of the day that tried to disturb your peace. That's how real it is. Try to disturb your peace. Try to reject you. But you still chose you. They still don't understand how you get up every single day. Every single day. They like, damn, you still breathing? No, it's the thought process, me jackass. I said what I said. I hope you found a piece of your own lane. Now, respectfully, because we damn sure ain't the same. Now, respectfully, we're not. And that's okay. But I still knew how to respect my neighbor when they couldn't see. Even when you told lies on me at the end of the day, clout chasing, likes and views, it'd be the thought process to me. How you try to ruin the narrative of who I truly wasn't. No, it's the thought process. You hear what I said? I wasn't. How someone could truly walk into your life. And when God removes you out of their life, they got so much hate and animosity. Or because they can't be in your life. No, it's the thought process. I hope you find peace in your life, you jackass. Now, respectfully, you will never understand what a blessing looks like up close in person. Because it truly made you uncomfortable. Because I chose me. No, it's the thought process of me. I said what I said. Wow. You ever heard somebody say to you that God is not playing a role in your life because of what you're going through? Regardless if it's good or bad. Because you truly understood your point of view. You ain't think that you was better than nobody. You just knew how to show up for yourself, to show up for folks at the end of the day. Not to hurt nobody. Imagine showing up for folks only for you to realize that, hold on one second. These same folks that I'm showing up for is the same folks that's trying to kick me down. But when God places all the right people in your life, they would never understand how. You know, because respect's a two-way street. And when the enemy can't cause chaos and confusion, they misunderstood the lesson at the end of the day. No, it's the thought process because they plan didn't work. Because God works in mysterious ways. When God takes over the narrative, and God allows you to see why you truly choose you to go with them. God sends all the right people into your life not to cause chaos and confusion. Respect's a two-way street with no malicious intentions because God had a better plan. Because everybody that's supposed to be part of your journey, let alone sit at your table, they would never understand. Hold on one second. So you mean to tell me that I didn't disturb your peace? You mean to tell me all this chaos and confusion that I did? Gang stalking, throwing sports in a toxic way, disrespecting you right to left. I didn't get you out of character at all because God was truly protecting you. It really be the thought process for me. Now, respectfully. Because this type of stuff happens every single day when you least expect it. How someone tries to cause chaos and confusion. But God sends the right folks into your life without projecting pain. You would truly understand and even exchange. My content is not for everyone. It's not. Loving yourself is not a crime. It's not. You wanted me to lack self-confidence when you tried to antagonize me that day, saying that I had an identity crisis. If the shoe fit, then wear it. I didn't say your name, but it be the thought process to me when folks be projected pain. I understood that even exchange, God was really being patient with me when it came to my journey. And I ain't have to get out of character with somebody at the end of the day who didn't even know how to relate to themselves. Because I still knew how to respect my neighbor when they couldn't see it. That's the difference between me, you, them, and they. We are all not the same. My content is not for everyone. It's not. People who are genuinely for you, they will not have to play you close to act like they in tune with you. People who are truly for you, they don't have to manipulate you. They truly show up for you. People who are truly for you will come into your life to value your time. And they don't got time for the excuses, mind games, or manipulation, narcissist behavior, because they know what they past brought them when it comes to chaos and confusion. Someone trying to disturb their peace. It's nothing wrong with having the right people around you. But having the wrong people around you, you gotta understand when God says a rejection, it's for your protection. Understand truly your lesson. That you are worthy of choosing you, not to overlook you. Because someone didn't want you to show up for you. Folks will sit there and put you in secret competition. They will sit there even bet on you. They will wish up and down that you truly crashing out. And they don't even know you. It really be the thought process for me. Because they wanted to have this narrative of their delusional ass mindset. If I can't choose me, why should you choose you? But that's not how that works. If I choose me, I hope one day you find you to see that you are worthy of choosing you. Regardless if you try to bring chaos and confusion in my life at the end of the day, and I say that respectfully. Because I ain't got to wish bad on my neighbor. Because respect's a two-way street. Even when you try to antagonize me when it comes to my sexual orientation, I wasn't trying to hurt my neighbor. The energy is different. Always be yourself with no malicious intentions. They would never understand how you recognize your beautiful smile. They would never understand how you recognize that you are beautiful, you are handsome, to truly choose you. You truly knows how it feels to be in a dark place where you're barely able to see. If you're even coming or going. They would never understand how you picked yourself up that day. They would never understand that, hold on one second, God didn't make a mistake when God truly created you. When the enemy tried to distract you. Being your biggest cheerleader, and I say this respectfully, is the most healthiest thing to do. Because everybody else was part of your journey. And to make you feel good within, just know at the end of the day, keep rooting for you. No answer, don't prize me. Always be yourself with no malicious intentions. Because who's truly for you is going to show up. Who's truly for you is not going to have malicious intentions. Who's truly for you, it's not going to make you feel like you're not worthy of yourself. They're going to be your biggest cheerleader up close in person and behind closed doors. And I say that respectfully. Because respect's a two-way street. When the right people walk into your life, not to mislead you. No answer, don't prize me. I got to go in a nap. Always be yourself. And I say that respectfully. Someone was diagnosed. And they was truly a popular loner. And the diagnosis was the enemy's calling. Because that was God's rejection. Because God healed that baby. God removed all those toxins out of that baby's body. And allowed that baby to relive. God restored the baby. And the enemy didn't understand, how can I not continue to cause chaos and confusion? But when God truly is protecting you, when God is truly healing you, He would never understand why He didn't overlook you, even when you got lost in your words. Everybody's walk of life is different, but respect's a two-way street, neighbor. Continue to choose you, not to overlook you, regardless of who gave up on you, overlooked you during your journey. Depression. You couldn't see. Betrayal. You couldn't see. Trauma was indulged through from a child point of view, being sexually assaulted. Dealing with hate crime, discrimination, violence. You put a name in your book when it comes to your mental health. When they try to label you a number. It went into your adulthood. Dealing with dysfunctional folks became the norm. You truly know how it feels to lose everything and truly start all over. But before it actually has to start all over, you didn't even understand which direction you was actually turning. You felt like your back was against the wall. When are things going to get better? I choose me, but when is my situation going to choose me? I choose me, but hold on one second. I want to see. With certain folks come into your life to disrespect you, make you feel like you're not worthy of choosing you. God redirects you when you least expect it. But you can't hurt yourself with your own words, paying attention. Especially when God got a better plan in store for you. Don't overlook you. That was the worst part. When his day's gonna get better. Want it to happen right there and then. God may not work on your time, but God works in mysterious ways. And God, when you least expect it, God shows up in the most healthiest way. God closed certain doors in your life. And your past can relate to who you are today. You chose your best self vision of yourself. You actually put that work in. And you was far from a hater. You didn't have to discourage your neighbor. You uplifted your neighbor. That's why God was going to forever bless you. The energy is different. We are all not the same. You know, when you help somebody and you ain't got to kick them down, tear them down, the energy is different. You know, because when God places certain individuals in your life, you know that's a test alone itself. So you got to be mindful and wise when how you treat certain folks, because when God is in the room, God's going to show up at the end of the day. Hold on a second. You thought you got away with this, hurting my baby. You thought you did. Mm-mm. My baby will always going to be blessed regardless. Energy is different. When God is truly allowing you to hear your calling and show you that everybody has part of your journey. And that's okay. My content is not for everyone. It's not. But always be yourself with no malicious intentions. I just wanted to say this. When you choose you, it doesn't matter what you're doing in life. When you choose to be consistent with whatever it is you're doing in life, and you don't worship the devil, you're not playing with spell work, you're not energy harvesting off of nobody's energy, you're not trying to destiny swipe with anybody. Always know that when someone thinks they're have a run up on you, always know that God is in the room. Always know that God has something bigger and better in store for you. So when they thought that they had the last laugh, God had the last laugh, and I say that respectfully. It didn't matter if someone was mentally, financially stable or not. Because at the end of the day, the same way the enemy provides, the enemy takes away. The same way God provides, God takes it away. And I say that respectfully. So never get lost in someone's words because they trying to discourage you. They trying to kick you down. And all you know how to do is respect your neighbor, not to see them frown. And never get lost in someone's words because they're saying that you're having an identity crisis because of your sexual orientation. And I say that respectfully. Because God loves you. And God is not manipulation. And God is not for sale. God created you to be special in your own little world. God didn't want to see you frown. The enemy did. God wanted to see you smile. My content is not for everyone. And regardless to who gave up on you during your journey, God never left your side. So continue to be patient with yourself. Even when they try to discourage you. Always be yourself with no malicious intentions. My content is not for everyone. Because when God is working in your life, the last thing you need to do is play with spell work. The last thing you need to do is destiny swipe with someone. The last thing you need to do is energy harvest of someone's energy. Because why? God is guiding you. So you don't have to do that type of stuff. But that's nothing but the enemy talking. So when the enemy tries to do all of that stuff, God was in the room. People sit there and wish bad on your finances. People play with spell work and say, hold on 1 second. It worked on the last person. Why is it not working on this person? You're supposed to be running behind somebody. You're supposed to be out here acting belligerent or whatever the case may be, not yourself. But when you have God in your life, they will never understand. No, I wasn't doing it for manipulation. No, I wasn't doing it for mind games. No, 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 no. I wasn't trying to cause chaos and confusion in your life. I knew how to respect my neighbor, but my neighbor didn't know how to respect me. Always be yourself with no malicious intention. I say that respectfully. My content is not for everyone. They would never understand how God truly healed you out of a situation. And you wasn't doing it for likes and views, let alone cloud chasing. You didn't have to manipulate somebody and act like you was homeless. You didn't have to manipulate somebody and act like you was in a situation that you wasn't. Because we are all not the same when it comes to our walk of life. It's folks at the end of the day who've been in a situation and they didn't choose that situation. Some did, but some people didn't. When it comes to being homeless, things in life just happens. Folks got to start all over. Being in a surrounding and thinking that you're safe in someone's environment, and they done ran you out of your funds, and they saying that you gotta go, and you ain't got nowhere to go. People felt like they was able to use you when it was truly convenient for them, regardless if it was family or not. Everybody's story is different when it comes to their walk of life. It was days when you cried and you couldn't even see you couldn't even understand your own self-reflection. Who am I? How did I get here? That unhealthy relationship had you coming and going like, hold on 1 second. How can I express myself to somebody to come out my comfort zone only for them to shortchange me when it come to pillow talking? And as time progressed, all they did was have malicious intentions. And it wasn't an even exchange. And certain folks feel like, oh, well, you've been in a situation for so long, you might as well just stay. Because you became accustomed and used to it, being in pain. And that's not what God allows you to see. God wants you to love yourself. God wants you to choose yourself. And when you're asking God to show you better days ahead, God is going to lead you your way. And sometimes it means walking away from things that's truly hurting you, allowing you not to see. Everybody's walk of life is different, and I say that respectfully. Everybody's not meant to be part of your journey. They're not. God is not manipulation, and God is not for sale. They would never understand, how did you overcome that abusive situation? It wasn't funny being in it. It wasn't. Someone picking and choosing when they wanted to put their hands on you. You didn't sign up for that. You didn't sign up to be nobody's punching bag. You respected somebody and all they did was manipulate you. You respected someone to bring the best out of them and all they want to do is bring chaos and confusion. And when you spoke up for yourself, they painted a picture as if you was truly the problem. And that was never the case until you chose to walk away. Now you was truly the problem. Asking God to protect you, asking God to guide you. God put you in a safe place when you least expect it. Some people don't walk away from certain situations, but not everybody's the same when it comes to chaos and confusion. Because when God closed certain doors in your life, they would never understand how you truly picked yourself up that day in the most healthiest way. My content is not for everybody. Or even dealing with a guardian that manipulated you, that played with spoke in a toxic way, that mentally abused you, physically abused you. Everybody's walk of life is different. They say respect your mother and your father, but what happens when it's the opposite way around and you respecting your guardian, but all they doing is bring you nothing but hurt and pain, and you had to choose you to walk away. Everybody's walk of life is different. It is, and it's called respect. Nobody should have to be in a situation, regardless if it's a guardian or not, to be mentally abused, emotionally abused. How can I supposed to be emotionally stable if I have all this chaos and confusion going on? And it's misleading me to my day-to-day activities for me to show up for myself. You're dealing with depression, anxiety, PTSD. And you're the one being mature about the situation. But every time you turn around, someone is trying to kick you down. Every time you turn around, someone wants to put their hands on you. And you don't have to do anything. Everybody's walk of life is different. And it's more of the worst when your own guardian is playing with spirit on you. So folks will never understand, hold on, well, you need to respect your mother. You need to respect your father. You don't know me. You don't know them. Regardless of what picture they choose to paint. It's the thought process to me. As I never understood this, why it took parents to gang up on a child. I never understood that. It never made sense. How you can be someone's parent and you go to another parent and you're sitting there talking about a baby that you're supposed to protect. But you're not realizing that you could be protecting somebody and only to realize, hold on 1 second, that parent just took that baby's life. And then you're sitting there saying that's messed up. But you decide to put yourself in a conversation that you should have been minding your business. That's what you're saying. Because it's too late. Instead of protecting the baby, you went against the baby. Does that make any sense? I never understood that. Because it's not always a child. My content is not for everyone. Respect is a two-way street. And it's sad to see how people will gang stalk you because they put you in secret competition and they go to your past to see who you aren't because someone sees that you're elevating today and they always knew that you had potential within you. So they paint this picture and create this narrative of somebody you're truly not. And now someone has so much hate and animosity looking at you in a totally different way. And when they judged you, when they could have got to know you. Because actually, they just missed out on a blessing. Because you are a blessing from God. And you ain't got to manipulate nobody. And God is not for sale. And God is not malicious intentions. My content is not for everyone. They say, oh, your days will be longer if you don't disrespect your parents. But my days are longer Because I did respect my parents, but my parents didn't respect me. Being sexually assaulted, is that respecting your child? Is it? Is that respecting your child? That's what you call respecting your child? Sexually assaulting your child is respecting your child? Really? Oh. Or is that respecting your child when you have to pay other people to beat your child up and your child didn't have to do anything? Because this type of stuff happens every single day. It may not happen in your household, but it happens in someone else's household. How parents, regardless if it's a mother or father, they get their child beat up by other family members or outsiders because of the fact that they have controlling issues. They're narcissists at the end of the day. And no, I did not just learn that word. It's a thought process for me. My content is not for everybody. And I say that respectfully. When you bring a child into this world, regardless if the enemy's trying to cause chaos and confusion, you bring a child into this world to love them, to protect them, to provide for them, to show them that they are worthy, and to show them that they could be their authentic self and never allow someone to discourage you. And all the good stuff that comes with it. Not the negative stuff. And then they sit here and say, oh, because of your sexual orientation, you don't know what you're talking about. Because you had abandonment issues, because when it comes to your guardians who raised you, I honestly think I did pretty well without having my guardians in my life. If you really want to get technical, some people wouldn't be able to tell their story, or let alone be able to be mentally stable today. And I say that respectfully. Being sexually assaulted, dealing with hate crime, discrimination at the end of the day. And I say that respectfully. It's certain folks that would never be able to recognize they smell. There's a lot of people who wear a mask for so long, they don't understand their own identity. If you actually have a conversation with them, and around nobody else, they're like, hold on one second. I don't even know I don't even know how to be directed the right way when it comes to loving myself. I say I love myself, but I lack love. I wasn't loved properly. I wasn't respected. They took my kindness or weakness. Whatever negative things that happen in your journey, everybody's walk of life is different. Be mindful and wise when judging a book by its cover, and I say that respectfully. And being a victim of being sexually assaulted, I truly hope if you experience it as well, that one day that you find peace within, and that one day that you become your best self vision of yourself. But one thing's for certain, two things for sure, it would never be a race when it comes to healing, and it's not an overnight process. It's not. No child deserves to be sexually assaulted. So if you ever heard that was good for you, no, it was not. No, it was not. The enemy allows you to believe for so long that certain behavior became the norm. And it's not the norm. Behind a child being sexually assaulted, they have delays when it comes to their speech, learning abilities, depression, and a whole bunch of other stuff I'm not going to get into. So when certain individuals come in your life, and they ain't got to manipulate you, and they ain't got to paint a picture of something that they truly not, but they truly know how to respect you. Don't take their kindness or weakness. And I say that respectfully. Be mindful when taking their kindness or weakness. Because they respected you when they was barely even able to see. Everybody's walk of life is different, but it's called respect, neighbor. I truly hope that you find peace within. My content is not for everybody. It's not. I just wanted to say this too. If you out here energy harvesting off innocent people's energy, trying to destiny swipe, play with spell work in a toxic way, and you coming up against a chosen one, a real chosen one, not the one who got to manipulate you, always know that God is in the room. And always know whatever you dish out, it may not happen today. It may not happen a week from today. And I don't wish bad on nobody. But just be mindful and wise what you're asking for. Because that return back to sender, it actually works. And I say that respectfully. It does. Oh, because you didn't want someone to elevate faster than you. Oh, because you didn't have potential within you. You're having an identity crisis as to who are you. So you gotta steal someone else's identity, steal someone's destiny. Does that make any sense? How could you take someone's destiny that's not yours? The math will never add up. And then you sit here and say, oh, I'm going to just go energy harvest off of their energy. I'm going to go astral projecto over there and see what they got going on, and or whatever the case may be. And only for you to realize you truly made a mistake. Because you came across somebody who was truly protected. You came up across somebody at the end of the day, hold on 1 second. You did something for $1 and only to realize, hold on 1 second. You didn't earn your way. Because the innocent person, they put that footwork in to be who they are when they stand before themselves today. So when you think that you're going to take something from somebody, God said, hold on 1 second. You're not going to get too far. It's funny how people laugh and sit there, call someone slow, stupid, and retarded, or whatever the case may be, and sit there and say that you're not a child of God, or whatever the case may be. And then you realize, hold on 1 second, wow, I don't think I should have did that. When it's already too late. And especially when someone warns you. That energy is different. When someone warns you, oh, you jackass, why would you do that? Oh, pick up your face, I hope you find a piece of your life one day. When someone tells you, you might want to stop. You might want to stop. And it's not to threaten you. It's just to let you know, like, listen, my God don't play about me. That's first and foremost. And I don't play with spell work. Because if I did, oh, let me tell you something, you jackass. You wouldn't understand your own identity. And I said I respect your identity crisis. Oh, Lord. You wouldn't even know if you coming or going. If I dibbled and dabbled with it. If I really dibbled and dabbled with it, which I could, but I choose not to. I choose to be on a good God's timing. Yeah. It'll be over for you. Completely. It will be over for you. Everything that you came up against me on, you wouldn't be able to sit in your own seat. Forget you pacing back and forth. You ain't gonna know if you coming or going. And the doctor's not gonna understand your diagnosis. That's how real it is. Leave innocent people alone. You don't know who you playing with. You don't. You thought it was fun and games or whatever the case may be because you did it for likes and views. If the shoe fit, then wear it. It really be the thought process for me. How folks swear up and down you talking about them. Destiny swipe. Energy harvesting. Spell work. You did that? Oh! Your mask fell off, you jackass! Oh! Nah, respectfully. How you project your own pain playing these type of games? Only to realize, hold on 1 second, it wasn't even exchange. You got lost in your own words, misunderstanding the plan. Only to realize, hold on 1 second, how did you reject yourself? Put your own games. No, it's the thought process for me, projecting your own pain. Everybody is not spiritually protected. They're not. And I say this respectfully. The spiritual world is real. In 3D, it's real. Cool. But some people could see you a mile away before you even start walking towards them. Do you not know that? So like if you throw illnesses at them, from them to be psyched out their thought process, they know it came from you already. Because God already revealed who you was. God already revealed who you was. And I say that respectfully. It's only a matter of time. You be like, oh. This type of stuff happens every single day. And no, you're not crazy because you're truly intuitive with yourself. And you're not out here disturbing the peace. You know, energy harvesting, playing with spell work in a toxic way, destiny swiping, because we are all not the same. We're not. And you get more respect being your authentic self without having to be a hater, without having to put someone in secret competition. The energy is different. My content is not for everyone. It's not. But always be your authentic self. And never get lost in someone's words because they sit there call you stupid, slow, and retarded because of the fact that you're truly gifted and you're truly spiritual at the end of the day. And you use your gifts for all the right reasons. So a lot of people use them for all the wrong reasons. They do. But when you use your gifts for all the right reasons, God will forever bless you. You know that? That's why they don't like you. That's why they get discouraged because they like, hold on one second. I did a beauty spell on you. Why is it not working? I did spell work on you for you to gain weight. Why is it not working? Huh? What? If God is showing me my enemy, God gonna let you feel like at the end of the day you got the upper hand. But God's gonna do a whole 360 real quick and fast when you least expect it. It's gonna slap you somewhere where you can't expect it. No, it's the thought process be right on your ass. Leave innocent people alone. Because someone chooses to be their authentic self and understands how to create within. Because you don't know how to create and go within. Whatever ideas you took from that child of God, you know you gotta pay back 20 times more, right? And I say that respectfully. Because God was in the room. And I don't worship the devil. The energy is different. Even when it comes to love spells. An individual will swear up and down that you're under their love spell. But when God shows you at the end of the day, hold on one second. Let me show you this jackass real quick. Watch this. Play along. Since they think it's a joke. Play along. Continue to respect them, but watch what they do. Certain folks would never understand. They'd be like, hold on, why would God want you to do that? Because they made you the enemy and they put you in secret competition. So being that they put you in secret competition, I need to see how they about to play these moves out. So I know at the end of the day how I'm about to rotate you and bring you up and where you supposed to be positioned to. It didn't matter if a person was financially stable or not. And I say that respectfully. When God gives you a calling or when God installs a gift within you, they will never understand how you truly relate to you, how you continue to elevate. And you ain't got to kick your neighbor down. You ain't got to disrespect your neighbor. Go take for tack with somebody at the end of the day to prove what point. When God already showed you who your enemy is. When God already showed you, hold on one second, I cut that cord from you when it came to this attachment. Because someone didn't want you to elevate faster than them. Someone didn't want you to elevate at all. Someone wanted you to be your own worst enemy. Someone wanted you to be sad, depressed. But God said, hold on 1 second. What? What? You ain't nowhere near there. Because you're truly loving you. And I'm going to continue to protect you. You know what I don't understand is, with certain individuals, an innocent person goes through certain trials and tribulations in life, they sit there and say, so where is your God now? Why is your God not showing up for you? I'm gonna just give you a prime example. So I was going through a situation when it came to where I reside at. If you actually catch up on my videos, you actually see what I'm talking about. Check out my videos. This is the thought process when you get time and day. So I was going through a situation when it came to my living arrangements. And one of the employees said, where's your God at now? And it kind of laughed because I knew that God was in the room when the person said what they said. And it was just such a matter of time because I knew that everything was already playing out on my behalf. And it's so crazy how someone can have so much hate and animosity towards you because you believe in God. And because you believe in God, God will always show out and turn up. Always. And I kept telling this particular person, I said, you know what? God is so good to me. God is so good to me. And they didn't understand what I was saying because they was doing some real off-the-wall stuff in the background. I'm not going to get too much in details, but if you check out my videos, you see what I'm talking about when it comes to defending certain people. And God just said, you know what? I'm going to show them better than I could tell them because I told them to leave my baby alone. They wanted me to be financially unstable. They didn't want me to have a roof over my head. You'd be so surprised who's truly praying on you at the end of the day, and I say that respectfully. But God turned everything around. And when God turned everything around, it was a big shift. That hold on 1 second. Someone truly made a mistake. They did. Because it took a whole community to go against me. Little old me. And I say that respectfully. And for them to go against me, they didn't understand my strength. They didn't understand that God was walking with me every single day. Every single day, because that's all I believe in is the God that walks by my side every single day. And how someone thought they had control over the narrative, but when God stepped in, it's like, dang. They said to themselves, is God must be real. Because all I had to do was just sit back. That's all I had to do was sit back. And God and my ancestors was in the background, and my angels was sitting in the background, and my spiritual team was in the background just taking care of everything. Everything. When I say I didn't have to sign up documentation, I didn't have to do anything besides be myself. And don't put oil to the fire to make it worse. That's all I had to do. Because God put the fire out. And they didn't understand. And they didn't understand because of the fact of my culture. And because of my culture and their beliefs and who they believe in, they didn't understand that, hold on 1 second, why things work out in your favor, but when I speak to my God, things don't work out in my favor. So what God is you praying to? No, it's a thought process for me, the one that got good intentions, you jackass. I said what I said. The one that got good intentions, the one that's loving, the one that brings peace, the one that's not dividing folks, the one that's uplifting folks, the one that says, hey, you ain't got to kick your neighbor down, but I'm going to show you at the end of the day they ain't going to play with you either. You ain't got to have malicious intentions towards folks. Because God works in mysterious ways. Someone sitting there just minding their business, they just lost everything. They done lost their house. They done lost their family. Stressed out. Don't know if they coming or going. And when you least expect it, God said, hold on 1 second. They rejected you, but I didn't reject you. Shoot, that energy is different. When someone rejects you, when God protects you and shows you that you wasn't the issue, they would never understand how you overcome. They would never understand that you didn't allow yourself to become your worst enemy within your situation. But that's the worst place to feel, is being your worst enemy at your lowest times. And you're just sitting there saying, God, just show me a sign. I know I reached out to you last time. And I said that the last time was the last time. But it wasn't the last time. Because God knows that you always need her or him, your heavenly mother, your heavenly father. And I say that respectfully. And when I say that, I don't say it with malicious intentions. And when I say that, God is not manipulation. God is not. My content is not for everyone. And that's okay. It was a baby. That was being abused. And they had health conditions. Their parents were addicts. Nobody wanted to take that baby because of the baby's health conditions. Until God placed in the hands of the right person, an angel walked into this baby's life because God sent them. Not only did this angel come into this baby's life to save this baby's life, but this angel gave that baby a better life. That baby ain't got no more heart conditions, no more health conditions. Because God sent the right person into their life, and that person walked into that child's life, and it wasn't for manipulation. It wasn't for likes and views. It wasn't for clout chasing. It wasn't to deceive God, because they had pure good intentions, and God was guiding them when they couldn't even understand the directions. They knew that God placed this baby in their life, and all they went off of was faith. Faith. Because how can a parent abandon a baby? How could you not want to get yourself together for your baby? But some people ain't meant to be parents. But the right person walked into that child's life at the right time. Whatever sickness that baby was going through, that baby's 100% good now. Healthy, able to run, talking properly. No type of substances in their body. That's so good. Because God understood that baby needed saving. So when you say that God doesn't work, God works in mysterious ways. And it doesn't matter about who you are, and I say that respectfully. And especially we don't have malicious intentions. Certain people use the word God for all the wrong reasons. Some people use it for clout chasing. Some people use it for manipulation. Some people use it when it's convenient for them, and that's not cool. Because when God shows up, God is not causing chaos and confusion. And especially when God is trying to show somebody at the end of the day that they are worthy. It's two different energies when an enemy walks into your life to try to cause you chaos and confusion. God is love. God is kind. God is peace. God is respect. God is faith. Because you walk by faith, not by sight. So they would never understand how God is willing to treat you right. My content is not for everyone. It's not. Someone was scheduled to get a heart transplant. Prayed and prayed and prayed and prayed. One doctor said one thing, things ain't gonna look too good. The next doctor said, no, 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 no. You need to be on this table. You need an emergency. The next doctor, you're not gonna make it to see another day. The next doctor, that was God's doctor. That was God's angel. That was God's angel. That doctor walked into that baby's life. Sat with that baby every single day, every step of the way. Prayed over that baby. Not only just prayed, but healed that baby. Renewed that baby. That baby would never forget that doctor. Because the enemy stepped in and tried to cause chaos and confusion, saying, you ain't gonna make it too long. You ain't gonna be here another day. But God said, I got something better. I'm gonna send my own personal people in there. And God made change happen within seconds when you least expect it. Less than 2 months, someone was renewed. And this particular person didn't believe in God. Didn't believe in God. But the person who sent them to save them believed, allowed them to see that God was real. And because they allowed them to see that God was real, every day moving forward, they believed in God. Because God is real. God is not manipulation. Nope. My content is not for everybody. It's not. But God works miracles when you least expect it. You know, everybody's walk of life is different. Because it may not happen to you, and you're trying to figure out, can God heal me? Sometimes in life, God overlooks certain folks. And I say that respectfully. God does. Is it right? I don't know. And especially what you did in your past. Are you willing to change? Are you willing to grow? You keep saying that you're willing to change and grow, but God's not seeing you put that action in. And you only call on God when it's convenient for you, when you're going through a situation. My content is not for everyone. It's not. God is beautiful. It's a light that you would never be able to understand when God truly chooses you to allow you to believe in your faith. Never lose confidence that God has thought within you. Always be your authentic self, regardless to who don't understand your language when it comes to you truly loving yourself. But you ain't trying to hurt nobody. That's the last thing you want to do. You're not trying to hurt nobody. You know how to respect your neighbor. Good day, bad day, or misunderstanding day. Continue to be your authentic self. And I say that respectfully. My content is not for everyone. It's not. Dreams come true. You truly choosing, you coming out your comfort zone, being true to you. They would never understand how you can get lost in your words. They say, why you say God all the time? Because God has been good to me. God works miracles days when I couldn't see. They tried to discourage me. I was supposed to get lost in their words. But God bettered me. God healed me. God allowed me to see. Even when they antagonized me. When it came to my sexual orientation, let alone my disability, my religion, my culture, my age, the discrimination was real. But God allowed me to see a light that they couldn't relate to. Me truly choosing me. Regardless who gave up on me, overlooked me during my journey. They wanted me to live in fear, be discouraged. But God was truly showing me that I am worthy, not to overlook me. The energy is different. My content is not for everyone. It's not. What's truly for you is going to truly relate to you. And respect will be a two-way street. When it comes to chaos and confusion, someone misunderstanding you, and they trying to project negative energy at the end of the day, be mindful and wise when protecting your energy when someone's trying to project pain, let alone gain. My content is not for everyone. It's not. And that's okay. But always be yourself with no malicious intentions. I am Naya Genuine Love Respect, and I am the original owner of all of my content. I just wanted to say this. And if there's any fake pages that's watching my page right now that's still content, do me a favor. Be mindful and wise when you're taking my content. I'm not wishing bad on you, but be mindful and wise when taking my content. I am the original owner of all my content. I say this to say this. I don't do stuff for likes and views. I never did. And I say this respectfully. It shows that I have, 5,000 and 1,000 videos up now or so. But it's actually more than that, because a lot of videos are private. From the time that I started my channels, it's always been God. And it's always been good intentions. I had a few bumpy roads when it comes to people doing sport on me, when it comes to people manipulating me, disrespecting me. But I still kept going. It didn't matter about the likes and the views, because I always said who's truly for me would show up. Regardless to where you are in life, never give up on you. It doesn't matter about if you're doing content or not. Always be your authentic self. It's something that you're so passionate about, or even if it's just a hobby and you just do it and you could just do it in your sleep, because some people could just do stuff in their sleep and it just comes naturally. Just always be yourself and don't get discouraged, especially when you feel like you don't have support. And I say that respectfully, because people will act like they're supporting you, and they won't, because of the fact that as to you moved faster than them. You move faster than them, and because God installed that within you, keep going. They will never understand. It's not that you are in a competition with anybody. No, you're just your authentic self. You're just going off the gifts that God gave you. Just keep going. If God gave you a gift, keep going. And I say that respectfully. You can't be nobody else. You can't sit here and take notes on somebody else. At the end of the day, it would never make sense, because it's not you. So whatever gifts that God installed within you, and you fall from a copycat at the end of the day, and you fall from a hater, continue to be consistent and continue to allow your vision to come true. And I say that respectfully, regardless to who's rooting for you or not. And the people that you thought were supposed to be rooting for you, it's okay. You got people who's going to show up for you and respect you with no malicious intentions. And they're going to be your biggest cheerleaders. And I say that respectfully. Don't lose yourself in your own words. Getting discouraged, like, oh well, I'm not getting the support that I'm not getting the support that I need, whatever the case may be. People see who you truly are, and when they're intimidated by you at the end of the day, you can't stop that, but you can protect yourself. The energy hits different. I said what I said. Now, respectfully, but always be your authentic self, regardless if you're an entrepreneur or not, and you're just living your day-to-day activities. Don't get lost in your words, discouraging yourself because of abandonment issues, the lack of love, betrayal, disrespect. You feel like things is not working out in your favor. Continue to be patient with you. And I say that respectfully. And especially when you truly love you. They would never understand the chaos and confusion. Couldn't mislead you. No, it's the thought process. I gotta go. I say this respectfully. Yeah, I'm gonna say this. Someone said to me, and I heard this a lot during my journey because of my sexual orientation about God. You gay dyke. God don't love you. God not showing up for you. And it's so funny that these same people who try to kick you down and disrespect you, you actually help them. Always remember God is always in the room, regardless of your sexual orientation, and God saw what they did. And I say that respectfully, and especially when you ain't gotta wish bad on somebody. That energy is different. You ain't gotta wish bad on nobody. I'm far from a clout chaser. Far from a clout chaser. And I say that respectfully. Far from a cloud chaser. I was the type of person, I'm gonna give you a little rundown real quick. It's a whole process for me. I'm the type of person, well, I was the type of person that I was the one that was the outcast. Like, I was the one that was in the back. I didn't want to say nothing too much. But God got tired of me being the outcast. God got tired of me just wanting to fit in when I was supposed to be standing out. But because I didn't want to stand out, because I didn't want to take the shine that everybody was actually attracted to, because I didn't want nobody to feel uncomfortable. I always thought about other people before I thought about myself, if that makes any sense. And when I realized that I needed to stop doing that, this is what you got. This is only the beginning. When you're so brave, they will never understand how you choose yourself today. You overcame so much. From being bullied as a child, sport being done on you from a child point of view, all the way up into your adulthood, still being bullied. You are so brave. And no, you're not weak because you cry. No, you're not emotional, unstable because you cry. People put these words into the universe at the end of the day. When it comes to certain people, I'm human just like you are. I have emotions just like you do. But I know how to respect my neighbor even when I can't see. Good day, bad day, or misunderstanding day. And I say that respectfully. My content is not for everyone. Before I started this platform, and I say this respectfully, before I started this platform, I never did it for clout and I never did it for likes and views, okay? But it was certain individuals that I reached out to. But every time I turned around, it's like, dang, the disrespect was so real. The disrespect was real because when someone sees potential within you, in your book, they wouldn't be a threat to you, but you're a threat to them because they can't think for themselves. And if you disrespected me, then I'm talking about you. And I say that respectfully. When you have a nosy neighbor, he said to me, because of my sexual orientation. Ain't nobody gonna believe me, ain't nobody gonna hear me. But I'm the type of person, I say this respectfully, I help people without trying. And God will always bless me. Even when you feel like you got my back against the wall and sit there and disrespect me and say, oh, how can God, how can you believe in your God now when I'm disrespecting you? I'm trying to bring malicious intentions towards you. I'm trying to hurt you. Where's your God at now? You had to play a role and act like you was invested into me. And you sat there and disrespected me. But never not one time did I disrespect you. I had one heck of a journey. And I say that respectfully. Good day, bad day, I never thought I was better than anybody. And I would never sit here and wish bad on you or your family. Because you're watching me right now. You are. And you say, God not working in my favor, right? How? I stand before myself today. I thought I was better than somebody. No, I knew how to respect you. It's a difference. I never had to fake gaslight like I was a popular loner. I am a popular loner. I can't pick up the phone and reach out to my folks because they ain't checking for me. And they could paint a picture at the end of the day of somebody I truly not, but God knows the truth. And that's why God's been protecting me this whole entire time. And that's why God allows me to prosper. That's why God provides a roof over my head. That's why God provides money in my pocket. God provides. So I won't have to go to those doors that don't even exist anymore. I never thought I was better than anybody. I just knew how to respect people when they couldn't even see. How you sit there and ask me questions, how can you better you? How can you better you? Why don't you choose you? And stop trying to be somebody you're not. Trying to take my characteristics or whatever the case may be and put it as yours, and that's not who you are. And then you sit there and disrespect me in the process. And then you sit there and have people gang stalking me and disrespecting me. And it's so sad to see it's not just one person, it's multiple people. How the disrespect was so loud. And you truly wanted me to frown, but God truly allowed me to smile. And I say that respectfully. I've been bullied since a kid. A kid. It became the norm. Is that healthy? Absolutely not. But I stand before myself today as a strong, brave woman. And I do not have an identity crisis because I know who I am. And I know where I came from, and I'm not running from my past because my past doesn't live my reality today. But I know where I came from. It's a big difference. It's a big difference when you run from your past and you don't want to relive it to talk about it. I don't got nothing to run from. I don't got nobody to hide from. That's why they paint this picture when it comes to certain individuals, when they try to figure certain folks out. Oh, well, I'm going to antagonize you to get a reaction out of you. You're not who you say you are. You know how many people done gang stalked me? Reached out to my email, threatening my life from this YouTube stuff. And I still keep smiling. And I still keep going. And you'd be so surprised. I know exactly who sent these folks to me, too. You'll be so surprised. I know who you are. And I don't got to manipulate you or lie on you at the end of the day. And I say that respectfully. And one thing's for sure, two things for sure. I'm not scared of nobody. You do not put fear in my heart. Not even a little bit. You wanted me to stop doing what I do. And then when you realize, hold on one second, she not doing it for likes and views. She ain't even got that many subscribers. Ain't nobody really watching her videos. Let me antagonize her. Let me gang stalk her. Let me throw Spork at her. Let me destiny swipe at her. Let me energy harvest off her energy. Do you not know that God showed me who you are? And I say that respectfully. This is not manipulation. I'm so serious. And I just hope and pray that nobody hurts your children. Nobody do what you did to me. And I say that respectfully. Like, people really feel to realize that you have children too. And especially the ones with kids that's doing this. It's disgusting. Oh, nobody will ever do that to my child. What? You don't know how God and the enemy works. Because if you did, you would chill and stay in your lane, and you wouldn't project it on your own children. Because what you dish out and try to hurt another child, regardless they're adult or not, that's still somebody's child. That's still somebody's child. You don't understand why chaos and confusion is going on in your household at the end of the day, because you out here trying to disturb someone else's peace. You out here putting someone in competition. You out here hurting innocent people. Gang stalking, bullying. Oh, that would never happen to me. That would never happen to me. Never say never. And I don't play with spell work. And I'm not a witch. And I do not destiny swipe with anyone. I do not play with spell work, and I do not worship the devil. And I say that respectfully. Certain individuals will swear up and down I'm talking about them. But if the shoe fit, then wear it, and I say that respectfully. But I came across a lot of people that God said, go ahead. Go ahead. Because not everybody is as strong as me. No. To do God's job. Because God is tired of his children, her children, being disrespected, violated by karmics. By folks at the end of the day, they say they worship God. And they sit here saying, oh, my trauma, that's why I'm doing it. That ain't no trauma. That's jealousy, that's envy. But you pick and choose who you want to bully. And that's why God had enough for you. Because people pick and choose who they want to bully. It may have worked on the last person, the gang stalking, the spell work, or whatever the case may be, until you come across the right person. Hold on one second, they're going to give you a run for your money. A run for your money. And you're going to be like, hold on one second. I need to get me together now. Enough is enough. I had enough. I'm done. Why? Why you had enough? Because God is real. Why? Because you tired of being your own worst enemy? You can't allow this behavior to go on too long? Because evidently it's a curse. It is. It's a curse. Because why would you want to put that mindset on your children or their children? And I would hate for your child to be a nonverbal child where they can't defend themselves when someone is bullying them. That's the worst pain a parent can actually experience, is a nonverbal child that can't speak. And they're being bullied by other folks, or let alone adults. And you couldn't protect your baby until you find out after the fact. And then you realize, hold on one second, why is this happening to my baby when I can't even protect my baby? Every minute on the clock. Because what you projected into the universe. My kid is a good kid. Everybody's kid is a good kid. Until they come across someone else's child. Someone else's child coming into your child's life to manipulate them. And they can't defend themselves. Even if you teach your child to defend themselves, someone's throwing spork on your baby. Someone tries to destiny swipe with your baby. Energy harvest off your baby. I don't like that for you. I don't. Regardless of what you put an innocent person through, I don't like that for you. The enemy had control too long in certain individuals' lives, staring them in the wrong direction. Allowing them to feel like to go against their neighbor became the norm. That's not how God created us to be. God did not create us to be divided. Regardless of someone's sexual orientation. You know, the enemy allows you to believe that certain individuals are the same. And that's not the case when it comes to projecting pain. And I say that respectfully. Because of someone's sexual orientation. The enemy allows you to believe for so long that everybody's the same. They have an identity crisis. They don't love themselves. What? How could you possibly make that assumption? It's an assumption. That's your assumption. You're entitled to your assumption. But be mindful when you're projected on innocent people at the end of the day, who ain't got nothing to do with your assumption. You're having all this hate and animosity because of someone's sexual orientation. But they knew how to respect you when you couldn't even see. I don't have to disrespect my neighbor because they antagonize me. They disrespect me because of my sexual orientation. I don't have to go tick for tack with somebody at the end of the day. No, I don't. Because of my sexual orientation. God allowed me to be my authentic self. And God is going to place the right person into my life at the end of the day to truly love me with no malicious intentions. That energy is different. And place all the right people in my life that's going to truly respect me with no malicious intentions. So no, I don't have to be my own worst enemy. And no, I don't think I'm better than anybody. But I choose me. And actions speak louder than words when you say you're trying to heal and you're trying to elevate and grow to become your best self vision of yourself. And I say that respectfully because respect is a two-way street. And when someone antagonizes you because of your sexual orientation, no, you're not wrong for standing up for yourself with no malicious intentions. And I say that respectfully. My content is not for everyone. My content is not for everyone. And it's not a crime to be your authentic self. I truly appreciate the time to the genuine ones with no malicious intentions. And I say that respectfully. You matter and you are worthy. You know, y'all don't even understand how much I truly appreciate the ones with no malicious intentions. Like, y'all really don't understand. Never give up on yourself. Never give up on yourself, regardless to the lies. Never give up on yourself when someone wants you to live in fear. Never give up on yourself when someone doesn't see potential within you. And I say that respectfully. Because certain folks will never understand greatness that God installed within you. But always be true to you. They will sit there and say that you whack, you're corny, you are nobody. But what's truly for you is going to show up for you. What's truly for you ain't going to disrespect you. And what's truly for you will truly respect you with no malicious intentions. And they will see your creativity. They will see that you are genuinely you, choosing you. And they're willing to respect you. Not to overlook you. Because the ones that's truly for you, they ain't going to overlook you. They ain't going to miss a beat either. They not. Because respect, at the end of the day, on a good God's timing, is a two-way street. They will never understand. When the outside point of view trying to look in, oh, they missing the party! I said what I said. When you're loving yourself, the better yourself, never dim your light. When you're loving yourself, the better yourself, never dim your light. Hold on 1 second. I didn't get lost in your words. I paid attention. Because God is great. God is good. God is love. God is peace. God is respect. When God shows you you're worthy, don't dim your light. Be patient with you, not to overlook you. Don't get lost in someone's words when it comes to chaos and confusion. And I say that respectfully. When you fall from a karmic, and you ain't got to play with spirit in a toxic way, and you ain't got a destiny swipe with nobody, and you ain't got an energy harvest on nobody's energy at the end of the day, the energy is different. That's why they hate at the end of the day. Because God installed a gift within you to be you. So forever be true to you. And like I said, and I say this respectfully, I'm not scared of you karmics or you devil worshippers. Not even a little bit. And I meant what I said. So if I ever approach you at the end of the day, because of the type of timing you was on it, bothering innocent people, stay in your lane, you jackass. I hope you found a piece of your own lane. Good God, saw what you was doing. Now, respectfully, you can't be nobody else but you. It's a thought process to me. How people really be out here trying to destiny swipe, energy harvest, doing spell work in a toxic way, playing with magic, voodoo, all types of stuff. Like, come on. You really think you're gonna get far? It's not you. You can't get too far in life. And I say that respectfully. Regardless if you feel like you're so protected, some people, ancestors, stop messing with them after a while. And I say that respectfully. Some people, ancestors, stop messing with them after a while because they keep doing dumb stuff. And certain folks will sweep it down. I'm protected, I'm protected, I'm protected. No! They're over here with me! Jackass, I said what I said. Oh. Now, respectfully. Because that's what happens when you least expect it. How your ancestors would turn on you to go to the side that you was going against. Now, that's a problem. This type of stuff really happens in real life. No answer to thought process me. I gotta go. I need a nap. I'm Naya, genuine love, respect. I did have something to say. I do not celebrate holidays, especially the holidays they created. No answer to thought process me. I said what I said. I just wanted to put that out there. I don't know if, because I know I have a lot of new subscribers, and I just wanted to put that out there. But I just truly hope that you stay warm and that you have a safe remaining year. Protect your energy and protect you and your family with no malicious intentions. And no, it's not that you think that you're better than somebody because you choose you. It's not that you think you're better than somebody because you understand growth and change. And when God cut certain cords in your life and close certain doors for all the right reasons, be patient with your process and don't let the outside discourage you, make you feel like you're wrong for choosing you. And I say that respectfully. My content is not for everyone. It's not. And that's okay. I did have something to say too. I said this in a couple of videos, probably like 2 years ago. I think I did a video about this. When it comes to haters, they say it's good to have haters, but sometimes it's not good to have haters, and I say the reason why. Because certain individuals take it a little bit too far when it comes to having malicious intentions, and I say that respectfully. So be mindful and wise when it comes to protecting your energy and allowing yourself to dive into certain conversations. And I say that respectfully because someone has too much hate and animosity within them because they can't relate to themselves. Because when the outside is looking in and asking them, like, yo, what's up with you? Like, what's your problem? Like, real talk, like, what's up with you? They'll be like, nothing. Like, I just don't like this person. Like, what did they do to you? And they gonna sit there and say, nothing. I just don't like the way they look. What, them? They being themselves? This type of stuff happens every single day. That's why you gotta always protect your energy. And I say that respectfully. Yeah, it's good to have haters, but then it's not. It's a 50-50. And I say that respectfully because once folks starts to have malicious intentions, because they hide their hands real well when it comes to that mask. They do. And you'd be so surprised who's really hating on you. Like, a person can have more than you, and they will have so much hate towards you, and all you're doing is being yourself. Let's just pray for them. Don't answer, don't process me. I hope you find peace in your life, jackass. I'm Nia, genuine love, respect. Always be yourself. You can't be nobody else but you. I am Nia, genuine love, respect. I will definitely be going live later on this evening, and I hope the genuine ones see you later. Be patient with your process when it comes to time and change and growth. Protect your energy to know at the end of the day that you are worthy of choosing you, not to overlook you. The enemy may cause chaos and confusion. When you least expect it, they shapes, all different shapes and sizes, purple, blue, and green, trying to attack you at all means. But always know at the end of the day that you are worthy. You are worthy and you matter. I need a nap. I do. And I wanted to talk about that too. Be mindful when you copying certain people. Because I don't just say it just to say it. I need a nap. I say it for a reason. And if you ever thought it was funny because I said say it, I really hope that one day God truly, really shows you that you are worthy to understand common sense. Like, for real, for real. Because when you least expect it, you thought it was funny. You laughing at someone at the end of the day, and you even know why they say it. But one day we'll get to that video. But not today. But you'll be so surprised. And you'll feel so bad for yourself. And I say that respectfully. Because you judge a book by its cover. Only to realize, hold on 1 second, now you truly gotta go with that. I don't wish bad on my neighbor. Good day, bad day, or misunderstanding day. Oh, I didn't want to say this. Hey, butterfly. I heard you was under the weather. Continue to be patient with yourself. Know that the storm will be over when you least expect it. Don't get lost in someone else's words. God is truly trying to heal you to let you know that you are worthy. They gave up on you. They overlooked you during your journey. But don't hurt yourself with your own words. Continue to rest. Just know that better days are coming. And be mindful when rejecting yourself when it comes to pain, and I say that respectfully. Continue to heal us one day at a time. You understood change. Things will never be the same, especially when God is truly protecting you, allowing you to truly go within. God closed certain doors in your life for the right reasons when it came to chaos and confusion. You know how it feels to be abandoned, meddled, or misled by trauma and pain. It was truly one day at a time when you understood change. When God allowed you to believe in your faith, you truly allowed yourself to understand your existence, that you are worthy, to understand growth. Things will never be the same when your past don't live for today. My content is not for everybody, but always be yourself with no malicious intentions. And I say that respectfully. I am Naya Genuine Love Respect. I am the original owner of all my content, and I say that respectfully. Peace and respect to your neighbor. Stop the violence, you matter, you're worthy. It's the thought process, me. I need a nap, I gotta go. Thank you for your time to the genuine ones with no malicious intentions. You matter, you're worthy. Never get lost in someone's words when they try to disrespect you and say, where's your God at now? When they try to bring hurt towards you. Because trust and believe, when God don't play about you, God gonna show up and show out. And I say that respectfully, especially when you gotta worship the devil. That energy is different when your soul is not for sale. I said what I said. We are all not the same. I gotta go. Peace and respect to your neighbor. Stop the violence, humanity, you're worthy. Thank you for your time. To the genuine ones, I truly appreciate your time. Thank you so much. I just want you to know you do not go unrecognized at all. You don't. I actually appreciate your time. Have a safe day. Have a safe remaining year. Protect you and your family. Or protect you. And protect your energy. It's not that you think you're better than somebody when you choose you. You ain't trying to overlook you. You're trying to better you. Getting caught up in someone's chaos and confusion. Now you understood the lesson. God was part of the blessing. No, it is a thought process. I gotta go. Now you do your love and respect. Thank you for your time.